Happy morning, children. I hope you are all safe and good and had your breakfast also. Right? Or else anyone sitting without breakfast. This is not good for your health. Take your breakfast and then sit for the classes. Okay? Today we are going to continue with our last class. So what is the topic which we had discussed in our last class? What is the title of that lesson and what is the chapter number? Yeah, very good. I can guess you. It is chapter 8, body movements. What is it? Chapter 8, body movements. So these are all the content, right? Totally, we had discussed 3 topics in the last class, that is introduction, movement and then types of movement. Today we are going to discuss about 3 topics. They are ball and socket joints, pivotal joint and then hinge joints. So the remaining topic as usual we will be seeing in the next class. Introduction. So what is that introduction of this? Movement. We had discussed about movement and then locomotion. Movement is nothing but change in posture, place or position. This is called as movement. So the change in movement is called as locomotion. Locomotion is nothing but changing from one place to other place by that organism. One place to the other place by that organism is called as locomotion. So plants. Plants have only movement. They do not locomote. They are immobile. Plants are able to prepare their own food. As I said you already in the last class, getting to know plants. Plants prepare their own food by the method of photosynthesis. Right? And then human beings and animals move from one place to other place in search of food. So this movement is called as locomotion. Okay? And then look at here what is mean by movement. The act or process of moving and especially changing place or position is called as movement. Kinesiology is the study of movement. Have you noted this in the last class? Whether you are sitting with a hinge note? Right. Types of movement. So types of movement, totally we have 2 types of movement. They are muscular movement and then non-muscular movement. So in muscular movement, the muscles and the bones are involved. Whereas in the case of non-muscular movement, we don't have any muscles and bones. Muscular movement takes place in human beings and animals. Non-muscular movements here we are discussed about microscopic organism, that is locomotion in microscopic organism, right? So what are the microscopic organisms which we discussed? They are amoeba, paramecium, hydra and then euglena. So these are all the 4 microscopic organisms which we had discussed, and they are a single celled organism. Why do I say single celled organism, children? They have only one cell in the body. That one cell is responsible for all the process in them. That one cell is responsible for all the process like respiration, digestion, movement, reproduction. For all this process, only one cell is involved. But whereas in the case of human beings, we are multicellular organisms. We have many cells, but they are unicellular organism. Okay? Whether you are clear about unicellular and multicellular? What is the example of unicellular or single cell? Amoeba, euglena, etc. Multicellular, human beings. Okay, children? These microscopic organisms are visible only under the microscope, not through our naked eyes. So the movement exhibited by the euglena is called as, what is it? They use the flagella, right? So that is called as flagellar movement. And then the movement by the amoeba is called amoeboid movement. That amoeboid movement takes place with the help of pseudopodia, and flagellar movement in euglena takes place with the help of flagellum. ciliary movement. So they move it completely, and then hydra with the help of its tentacles. Hydra with the help of tentacles. So these are all some of the non-muscular movements which we had discussed. Today we are going to see, I said you right, muscular movements. For the muscular movements, different parts are involved in it. They are bones, cartilage, muscles, joints, etc. First, we are going to discuss about the bones. Bones. What do you mean by bones, children? So look at here. What is the skeletal system of our body? Some interesting facts about bones. After telling this, we'll continue. Okay? Just have a note of it. So what are some of the interesting facts about bones? The first thing is, don't think why ma'am this is telling simply. This is just to improve our knowledge. Our bones are 6 times stronger than steel. What is the first point? Our bones are 6 times stronger than steel. And then second thing is our skull. What is this? Our skull. Look at here. Our skull is like a helmet to our brain. We are wearing helmet to save our head. But which is the helmet for our brain? The helmet for our brain is our skull. Okay? And then we have 206 bones in our body that are linked together to form a skeleton. What is it? We have 206, that is 206 bones, where each other are interlinked to form the skeleton system. And then 24 curved bones and 12 pairs. 24 bones means how much? 1 pair is equal to 2. So 12 pairs are equal to 24 bones. How many bones? 24 curved bones, that is 12 pairs, protect our heart and lungs. Look at here. Whether you are able to see this, children? So what is this? How many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Below also it's not visible here. So we have totally 12 pairs of bones to protect our lungs and heart. And then bones also grow when we grow up. When we grow up, our bones also grow. So these are all some of the interesting facts about our bone. And then one more thing. So newborn babies have more than 300 bones. But adults have only 206. Why? Whether someone are removing bones from our body? No. So small bones are joined. Newborn babies have 300 bones, children. More than 300 bones. So when they grow up, some of the bones are joined together. So that is why adults have 206 bones. Okay, is this clear to you? And then one more thing. Do you know which is the longest bone in our body? Which is the longest bone in our body? Any guesses? So, if your answer is femur, very good. So, the longest bone in our body is known as the femur. So, this is nothing but our thigh bone. The bone which is present in our thigh. The bone which is present in our thigh is called as, it is the longest bone in our body. So, with this small information, we are getting to the next thing. That is the muscles. So, for muscular movement, I said we need muscles, right? So, now we are going to see what is mean by muscles. Muscle is a soft tissue. What is it? It is a soft tissue found in most of animals. Don't ask, ma'am, where is human beings? Human beings also comes under the category of animals. Okay, human beings also comes under the category of animals. Muscle is a soft tissue found in most animals. Muscle cell contains a protein filament. What is there in our muscle? We have protein. Our muscles are made up of protein and bones are made up of calcium. Clear, children? So, do you know what is mean by muscle? In Tamil, they used to say tasai. Have you heard this? Yeah. And then look at here. Every human body has 650 muscles. How many muscles do a human being have? They have 650 muscles and then 187 joints. So how many bones? 206 bones, 650 muscles and then 187 joints. I'll tell you now what is mean by joint. Okay? Joints. It is the connection made between bones in the body which link the skeletal system. Joints are nothing but it is a place where two bones are joined together. Two or more bones are joined together is called as joints. So how many joints are there in our body? Totally 187 joints are there. Next thing. Look at here, movable joints. I said you right, we have joints. So which joints are movable? They are, look at here, ball and socket joints, which is there here in our shoulder. It is called as ball and socket joint. And then here, the second thing is pivot joint. And then hinge joints. So the joint which is there here in our thigh is also a ball and socket joint. Okay children, now we are going to study about these joints one by one. That is movable joints, ball and socket joints, pivot joints and then hinge joints. Are you ready? Yeah. What is the first one? Ball and socket joints. Look at here. Ball and socket joint also called as spheroidal joints. What is it? Spheroidal joint. Another name of ball and socket is spheroidal joint, allowing greater freedom of movement than any other kind of joint. That is, what is the meaning of this word, children? What is the meaning of this point? It is nothing but, so here there is the joint, ball and socket joint. It is here, they said right? Here. So, it has greater freedom to move than any other joint. The ball and socket joint can move freely. Ball and socket joint can move freely. Look at here. Movement in all three planes. That is like this. We can freely able to move this ball and socket joint. Shoulder and hip joints are ball and socket joint. What is it? Shoulder and hip. We have a hip, right? Hip connected to our thigh. So, in these two places we have ball and socket joints. Okay children, look at here how it is. These dotted arrows are right? So, this is like a ball. This is like a socket. So, it is called as ball and socket joints. So, we have an activity to perform this ball and socket joints. But now I don't have any balls to do this activity. So if you have balls in a house, take a ball. Take some plastic or rubber ball, okay? So make a small hole in that. Look at here. Make a small hole in that and take a chart. And then rotate it like a cylinder. Take a chart and rotate it like a cylinder and insert that cylindrical chart in that ball which you have made hole. So make the hole according to the size of the cylinder you make. Okay children, this is the first thing. Take a ball. Take a ball and then take one chart paper or something. Okay. So this is what? This is the chart paper. This is the ball. So fold it in the shape of cylinder and make a small hole in that. And then insert it. This is the first step. And then look at here. And then take something like a cup shape. Take something like a cup shape and you just move it how it is. So now I said I don't have ball. I have only this. Okay, which is used for cooking. Now I have this. I'll show you like in this. Okay. So I have only this, children. Okay. I don't have any ball now. So consider this has the chart. This has the ball. This spot has the chart and this spot has the ball. Now I have connected two. And then I said, right, take one cup. Instead of cup, I have taken this, okay, and place it inside and just move it. And just rotate it. and see how